Hello everyone, welcome in another important video. In this video, our aim is to try Tailwind CSS and we will try to create some really cool UI elements using Tailwind CSS. So let's take any random challenge and we will start from there. So here I'm gonna start searching for HTML card design. So you might use cards so often in your website, especially if you are designing landing page. So let's try to find out some good challenge for us. Well, I think for now I think this should be good. So we will try to download this image. So I have this image with me right now, so we will try to create something similar to this. Okay, so just to give you a brief overview, I'm gonna be using Tailwind CSS, and to create a UI I'm gonna be using Tailwind Playground. So you don't have to set up anything locally. If you want to try it locally, you can go ahead and try it locally, but I'm going to be using this playground where it has HTML, CSS. If you want to add any new CSS, you can do it here. Then you have config file. So we are not going to touch this config file. So we will try to create this card. So first of all, in a playground we get some basic UI which we don't want, so we'll start from scratch. All right, so first what we need is we need a background. So here you see we have a background here which is a gradient background. It's not a normal background, so we will try to achieve something like this. So at the top right corner it has a pink color, and at the bottom left corner it has a orange color. So let's try to create some gradient similar to this. So for that we'll have to search gradient in documentation, and here you will get some good examples. So from here we can copy something similar to our needs. Let's try to copy this class, and then I'll remove this CSS. I'll put this CSS in here like this. All right, now since this div element does not have any height and width, so we have to provide its height. So I'm going to occupy the entire screen height, which will look like this, and we can certainly change our color code from this. So I'll make it orange, and we don't need purple color in between, so let's keep it like this. So on the top right corner we have orange itself, or maybe pink itself, but the different version of pink. I don't think pink will look good. Okay, I'll keep 400 orange. Yeah, this should be good. Let's start creating a card. So you see here we have one card in between, and the image is just popping out from the top. So we have to create one div element, and then we have to close it, and this div element should be our card. We have to provide height. So height should be, I guess, minimum height should be, let's put mean height should be, let's say 350 pixels. 350 pixels, like this. All right, so this should be our height, and then the width, the minimum width should be let's see, I guess width always has to be smaller compared to height, because this is how it will give our rectangular shape. So let's keep it 200 pixels, and it background has to be let's say white. All right, so currently we do not have it at center, so we'll have to keep it in center. So I'll just use flex, justify content to center, and then item center, or maybe align to middle. Let's see. Yeah, but it doesn't seem that our card has height and width of 200 pixels. So let's put minimum height as well as the normal width and height of our card. So that has to be, let's say height should be 300 pixels, like this. Cool. So we have flex, we have justify center, we have item aligned to the center, but it is not bringing our item to the center. So we'll have to think about it. Cool. Okay, align it to middle, or maybe we'll have to use this in here in this center. Yeah, we have to put those classes or those properties for our parent class. Now you see here we have white background division in the middle, but I don't think height and width is correct, so let's increase it a little bit, at least up to the point where we feel like it's gonna look good. So let's make it 420 pixels. I think this should be good, and I want to increase its width, so this should be at least 300 pixels. All right, so yeah, we have something similar to this. Now we need a rounded background, so for that we need to use a rounded, small, mid, large, XL. Well, I think this should be good. 2XL is looking similar to this. Then we need shadow. Yeah, we need some 2x shadow. Then what we need is we need one image, and then we need some text. All right, and that has to be aligned in a column. So yeah, let's go ahead and use flex, or else let's do it later on once we have text and everything. So we need to add one text, and then there is a designation that this particular person has. So I'm gonna put this in under the h2 tag, and then the designation should be in paragraph. Then before that we have image, but let's what's her name? Alina Smith. She's a product designer. Yeah, let's keep it like this. Cool. So now we have a text, but that has to be at the center, and it has to be aligned at the center. So we need flex, that should flex column wise, and this should align content to the center, and justify. Okay, items has to be at the center as well, like this. Cool. So we have our text, but that has to be our Alina Smith name should be in a bold. So we need text bold class, I guess. Maybe it's a font bold. No, it should be text itself. Yeah, we have bold in here, but we need like this. And one more thing, we need font size larger. Or maybe, sorry, text size should be larger. Yeah, I think this should be good. And then the color, I think this is fine. Maybe I can keep it a little gray. Text gray, but this shadow has to be this one. And then we need class for the paragraph as well, but we need text smaller. If this is not that much smaller, we will keep much smaller, but yeah, for now I think it's look good. But text color is to be gray, but let's keep it a little not visible, like this. Product designer UI UX, this should be good. Then what we need is we need a follower, posts, and all these details. So for that we need one division tag under which we will keep all our stuff. So let's keep a class flex, and then under that let's create 3 more divisions, like this division, but I want this flex to be row. By default it's row, but let's keep it row as well. So let's keep a class name, or maybe let's put something in this. So we have one in here, then if I put another one, yeah, it's row wise, so that's what we want. Then let's keep some background for this, or maybe let's not do that. Yeah, we need h3 tag, because we want to show posts, count and some value. So post has to be a number 324, and then we have to provide paragraph like this. Let's say saying posts. All right, and then we need justification, so it has to be flex justify content to center, flex column, then we need items at the center like this. And similarly what we need is we want it to occupy width of 1/3, so I'm going to put it 1/3 like this. So similarly if I copy this same stuff for other two, so it will look like this. All right, let's see. Then we need some gap in between, but we can justify this, or maybe items or a line, or maybe justify. Okay, justify start end. I don't think, okay, it has to be width full, then only it will be possible. Yeah, it looks good. It has some padding and stuff by default, I guess. But yeah, okay, one more thing, we need to give some padding to this division, which we have not given yet. Not this one, sorry, this one, where we have our UI. So let's give it a padding 5. I mean overall. Let's see if it works. We have to change it later on. Let's see. Okay, so we need some padding, or maybe margin top for this posts. So let's say we need 5 pixels of, I mean empty 5, which is 1.25 rem, height of I mean size of width, sorry, the padding. And then let's change this some text, followers following, let's say followers, and then following, then followers has to be more compared to following. So let's keep it 500, following let's say 30. Okay, looks good. Then we need to bold this text, which is the number text. So let's keep it a class font bold, I guess. Yeah, this should be good. Yeah, and we have to match font as well, but I don't think I have font. It will take time to search for the right font which is in this design. And then we need to put, let's say something like this, 500k. Okay, it looks good. Cool. And then at the bottom we have 2 buttons. Let's tidy this. Okay, yeah, and here we need to give it a class, again a flex. We need 2 buttons like this. One first button name is to follow, and then second button name is let's say message. I think I have created this division under some other division. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to keep it below. All right, now let's keep keep some gap, or let's say justify, or let's say width we have to keep full, and then justify to center. Yeah, I think this should be good. Justify around, and then we need to give some background to this button, because yeah, it has some background and text color is white. So keep a class, let's say background pink, but that pink has to be a good shade. Let's see, we'll change it later on. We need some padding, which is 6, but yeah, we need padding left and padding right more compared to no, padding right should be 6 compared to padding top should be at least half of it, maybe let's say 2, and padding bottom let's say 2. We need its bordered rounds, so a rounded small should work. Let's keep it MD. Yeah, it should be good. Then text color should be white. Then its font has to be bold. If not bold, it has to be semi bold. All right, like this. Then we need some padding on top, or maybe margin on top. Let's say 5 again. Try to keep it constant, what we gave it at the top. Then we can later on match it. Yeah, this is how it is looking right now. Let's copy the same thing, or same class for the message as well, but this time color has to be gray as per the given design. So let's keep it a gray but little lighter shade. 400, I think this should be good, or let's keep it 500. Okay, let's keep 500 this as well. All right, let's looking not exactly same, it has to be improved, but yeah, it has something, it is something. So justify to center, then I need a gap between these two, so let's keep it like this, 4 or maybe 5. Yeah, this should look good. Yeah, so I think we have everything what we require for this particular element, but the bigger part or bigger chunk is still remain, which is our image. So let's search for the image first. So face image. Oh, let's search for the girl face image. I think interview, maybe yeah, let's no, let's try to find some free images. I think they should look good. Let's open a new tab, and I just press Control and just open this image. So we have this image. I think this should be good. Let's go back in our design, and under the just above the h2 tag, let's put image tag. Let's say img src. This should be our image, and then close our img tag. Now this image, if you see, it's not the it's not on the exact card, it's just above our card. So we have to first of all set height and width for this image. So this height has to be, let's say I'm just guessing 80 pixel. No, it's too small. 180 pixel I guess should be good. Yeah, 180, let's keep it 180. Then width has to be let's say more than 180, so let's say 220 pixels. like this, and we have to use object fit class. Object cover, yeah, object cover is the good class, but height we have to increase for sure. That has to be, let's say, 230 pixels, like this. But at the same time we have to keep this as an absolute position, because this is not the exactly on, you know, on that division, so we have to position it on accordingly. So our top has to be the negative, so it should be, let's say, minus, let's say, top ifs. Let's adjust this, not that much. Yeah, this should be the perfect top for this. So let's keep it 36. Then yeah, we don't have to adjust it as per the left and right, because it's already at the center, but we need a rounded background. So let's keep a rounded, but little bit, not that much. Yeah, this is what I think there. And then we need some shadow so that our image will look more attractive. So let's keep a shadow of, let's say, 2xl. Let's say shadow 2xl. Yeah, I think 2xl shadow is good enough. And then we need to bring our content in the bottom, because it's hiding behind our image. So we have to set some minimum height and minimum width for this image, but since this is not the exact container that we, it's not a it's on absolute position, so I'll have to give a division like this, and this height has to be set properly. So let's say height should be, let's say, 200 pixels, or even, let's say, 300 pixels. Yeah, this is 280 will be perfect. Yeah, I think this should be good, or maybe even lesser, 250, 220, 230, 200, or let's say 180. Okay, yeah, 180 should be good. And we have to keep this image, so we need to keep this image certain at the center. So let's justify this at the center, keep it a flex at center. Yeah, it should look good. And we need to adjust our height accordingly. So we might need to reduce height of our main division, which is supposed to be, let's say, or even let's not even set it, it should auto adjustable. No, we have to set it, I guess. So it should be, let's say, 380, and no, not 380, 350 should be good. Okay, and then we need to decrease its height, let's say 100. Yeah, this is looking good now. Okay, at least to me it's looking similar to what we have in this image, but obviously we need to check its responsiveness and all the stuff. But this not be possible with this setup, because we need to add this division in multiple screen sizes, and then we need to change it accordingly. That we can do it later on, but for now it is what it is. Now I'm gonna give you one task. If you want, you can make it responsive. For now, I think that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.